5. All right, you might be saying, what are you talking about, Mrs. G? Well, the video's going to explain it, and we're going to be practicing this today. We're going to do a lot of practicing with this next week as well. All right, Georgia? All right, so let me start the video. Eyes up here.
What do you see in the pot?
What do you see?
Flowers. There are 5 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good counting.
Why are there 5 counters on the pot?
Okay, so do you see these 5 counters down here? Okay, there's a yellow one, and there are 4 red ones. So, very good. Those represent the flowers that you see. So there's 1 yellow, so we have 1 yellow counter, 4 red, and 4 red counters. So those counters are representing each flower.
There are 5 counters to show that there are 5 flowers. What word do you see? The whole is 5. What parts do you see?
Okay, so let me explain. They're asking, what hole do you see? The hole is this box here, this big long rectangle. That is a 5 frame. In that 5 frame, we have a bunch of counters. So the whole thing is filled. So our hole is 5, because that's our total that's inside. Okay? Our different parts, we have 1 and 4. Those are our 2 parts that make a total of how many? 5. Thank you to those who are responding. I need your eyes up here, everybody. Benny, I need your eyes up here. So our whole is 5. Our 2 parts are 1 and 4. Can you show me in your hands? 1 and 4. We put them together. Now we have a whole of how many? 5. Okay, 5 is our whole. So let's look over here. It says select the flowers to see parts of the whole. So let's select this flower.
This part shows 1 yellow flower. This part shows 4 red flowers.
So 1 and 4 makes our whole of 5. That's one way to make 5. 1 and 4. Okay, keep going. No, no.
The parts are 1 and 4. How does the 5 frame help show the whole? It shows both parts together. How do you write the parts?
Okay, so you see here, it says blank and blank. What number would go in the first part here? What number, Jimena? 1. Thank you, Jimena, because the first part in our 5 frame is the 1 yellow counter. So we would write a number 1 here. And what would go in the second blank, Madeline? 4. Okay, because those are our 2 parts. So you need to write down the 2 parts. So 1 for the yellow and 4 for the red. Okay, let's see what they do.
You write 1 and 4.
Very good. That's exactly right. You got it? All right, so that's what we're going to be practicing today. So what I need you to get out right now, you need to get your name on top of the pencil, and then you need a yellow and a red crayon. Yellow and red. Pencils out, name on top, and a yellow and a red crayon. Get them out right away for me. You want that dark red? Yes, I want the red. Not the pink one. Okay. No, that's orange. I want red. Okay? Not the orange one. Not the red orange, the red. There you go. Alright, name on top, and then get those 2 crayons on top of your box for me so I can see that you're ready. It's your turn. Where's your name? Where's your pencil? Alright, get your name on top. I'm going to ask you what we have to be doing, okay? So here we go.
5 daisies are planted in a flower pot. Some are yellow, some are red. Color the daisies in each group to show 5 in different ways. Has the total number of daisies changed? Why or why not?
Okay. So how many daisies did they say we have? 5 daisies. Okay, so we have 5 daisies. So what we would do is, just to represent the 5 daisies, let's go ahead with our pencil and let's draw 5 counters over here to represent the 5 daisies. Just with your pencil, okay? So let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's just to represent our 5 daisies. We have 5 counters on our pot. Okay? Now, let me ask you, how many yellow daisies do they have here? Raise your hand and tell me. Raise your hand so I can call on you. Kindergarten, unless I ask you to all shout out, I ask you to raise your hand, so that means I have to call on you, okay? Valentina, how many yellow? 3 yellow. How many red ones do you see, Victoria? 2. All right, but now we're going to change this. They said do it in a different way. It says some are red, some are yellow, but it says color the daisies in each group to show 5. So we're going to do it a little differently. So how many yellow should we do? Give me an idea. What do you want to do, Dean? How many yellow? 1 yellow. Okay, so start with 1 yellow, please. Color the first one over here yellow. Do that. So then we're going to color the rest of them red. Go ahead and color the rest of them red. So how many did we color red, Jenna?
5.
No, how many did we color red? 4. Okay, so out of the 5, okay, we did the first one yellow. So 1 is yellow. So, oh, I can do my thumb there. And then that leaves me with 4 red. Did we change the number of daisies? No. How many daisies did we still color? How many did we color all together? My goal is 5. I still only have 5 daisies. But just because we changed the colors, didn't change the amount that we have. Okay, we still have 5. Okay? All right, everyone's good? Okay, again, make sure your name is on top. Once your name's on top, go ahead and lift. Okay, pencil, everything's quiet. Keep it on, close your box. It should be all on top of your box right now. Lift and turn. Yes, your box should be closed. Everything's on top of your box. Your crayon, your pen. Okay, let's pick it up. This is why you've got to stay closed, guys. Okay, Alina, let's go. Open up. All right, this is what you should be looking at. Dean, are you on this paper? It's on the board. Lift and turn your paper. You should be looking at this paper. Good. Here we go. All right, take out those crayons right there. There you go. You have the red and the yellow and a pencil. All right. So let me read the directions. Read, I didn't ask you to do anything yet, buddy. Okay. All right, so up at the top, this was from our video, okay? So, they had 1 and 4. Those are our 2 parts. But our whole is how many again? 5. Our whole never changes. Okay? So, let's go ahead and with our pencil, I would like you to trace over the 1 and the 4. Do that for me right now. Those are our 2 parts. So trace this number 1 and 4. today, the ways to make 5, okay? All right, so look at number 1. They already colored this for us, didn't they? Okay, but here's what I'm gonna have you guys do. Just to make it simple, okay? It says, use counters to find a way to make 5. Color the daisies to show the way, and then write the numbers to tell how many yellow and red daisies you did. So they already colored these for us. So we're going to draw counters down here to match. So let's start with yellow. Okay, get the yellow in your hand. Get your yellow can. How many yellow daisies do you see, Aiden? 2. So we're going to draw 1, 2 yellow counters. And then how many red do we need, Jimena? 3. So finish with 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's one way to make 5. So now get your pencil out. And here's our 2 parts. The first part was yellow. So how many yellow, Will? 2. So trace over the 2. 2, and how many red did we have? Ethan, how many red? 3. So trace over the 3.
Okay, so with 3 yellow crayons and 2 yellow.
So it's 2 and 3. 2 yellow and 3 red
Okay.
makes a total of 5. Those are our 2 parts. 5. Okay, you guys got that?
This is fine. So now let's
Okay.
take the 3.
All right, once you trace those 2 numbers,
And then trace your.
you trace the 3. Trace the 2, trace the 3. All right, then take your paper and turn it over. This is what we're looking at next.
Look at your crayons. So you gotta do 2 yellow, 3 red. Okay.
Okay? All right. So get your yellow crayon. Let's start with the yellow again. I'm going to start with yellow.
You guys just need to flip the whole pack, not
Yeah.
the page.
You guys have to flip the whole thing over. Don't
No, I got a lot of
Don't
stuff
turn
on
the
that
page.
page. I know.
Right here, right there, right here. You guys have to watch me when I do it. I do it for you every time I show you.
Grab your red.
We're here, and flip it over, and now we're here.
Your pencil since you have it out.
Okay? All right, Jacob, flip it over, bud. All right, so show me your yellow crayon.
Okay, so make 2.
All right, we're going to start with yellow.
2 counters.
So this time,
1,
here's what I'd like to do. Instead of doing
and then 3 red.
2 yellow, I'm going to add another yellow. So how many yellow do I want to do that? If I'm going to add one more, I hit 2. Let's add one more yellow counter to make the yellow counter. So how many is that, Finn? 3. So I want you to do this. Draw in the first, do 3 yellow. Draw your counters first.
Okay, 3 yellow. 3 yellow.
Jacob, get your crayons here, buddy.
3 yellow.
Jacob, you gotta keep everything closed. Sit down, please. No, stop opening your box. Leave it alone. That's all you need out. 3 yellow counters, okay? Draw 3 yellow. All right. So how many red is that gonna leave me? Well, 2. So get your red.
Get your red crayon out.
And now I have my red counters. So, what are my 2 parts? Get out your pencil. What are my 2 parts now? Start with the yellow, Evelyn. How many yellow?
Just leave this big.
How many?
We'll go over it, make it.
3. So it's 3. And what is my second part? Jacob, how many red did we do? No, we did 3 yellow. How many red? 2.
How many yellows?
So 3 and 2. Guys, you're writing this. When I write it on the board, you write it on your paper. Do not wait. When I'm writing it up there, you should be writing it here. Where's your pencil? Do it right away with me. All right, but now I need you to color your flowers to match your counters. So the first 3 flowers are going to be what color? Yellow. So make sure it matches. All right, go ahead and make your flowers match your counters. 3 yellow, and then the rest are red, right? Which is our 2. So make sure your flowers match your counters. James, please, buddy. You don't need to make all the noise. We got that? All right. So now, we're going to go down to the next set of flowers. And we're going to add, this time, let's add another yellow counter. So we have 2, we did 3, now let's make it, how many? Victoria, if I had 3, let's add 1 more yellow counter. So how many am I going to do now?
1.
I have 3, add 1 more. So there's 3, let's go up 1 more.
4.
4, there you go. Okay, so now, we're in the box first. Ready? Get your yellow crayon, and let's fill it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's add 1 more yellow this time. So make yours match mine. Just draw circles. You don't have to color them in. I'm making it simple for you guys, okay? Just 4 circles. That's okay. That's okay. Give me your eraser. I'm just trying to make it easy. So now, how many red counters? 1. Good. So go ahead and draw in 1 red counter. All right, so now get your pencil out and let's write in our 2 parts. So what are my 2 parts? What's my first part? The first part is my yellow. So what's my first part? Aiden?
Red.
No, my first part was yellow. So how many yellow?
4.
4. So my first number is 4. Write it in. Do it now, don't wait. 4 and what, Ben? 1. Very good. 4 and 1. And how many does that make all together? 5. My whole is always going to be 5. So now go back and color your flowers to match your counters. Okay, so we have we've got our 4 yellow. Okay, color your flowers. 4 yellow. And 1 red. Awesome. 4 and 1. Quiet. Awesome. You guys got that? You match mine? Very good. All right, lift this paper. Turn it to the back. Find the back side. Alrighty. So now, guess what? You get to decide a way to make fun. So you get to color the flowers how you want. But listen, start with yellow, just like we did. Start with yellow, and you decide. Draw in your how many counters you want to be yellow. You could do 1. You could do 2. You could do 3. You could do 4. Okay? Go ahead and decide how many yellow counters you want. But you could. But right now, I'd like you to do yellow and red. Take a little bit of yellow and then do some red. Okay? Let's go. Pick some yellow and then do the rest red. Do that right now. You decide. Do not ask your neighbor, what are you doing? Oh, hey, what are you doing? I want you to do your own. Take your own. And then go ahead and write in your 2 parts with your pencil. Your first part is how many is in yellow. Your second part is how many are red. Okay, guys, you need to get close. You did one. Do the rest right. And then go back and color your flowers to match your counters. Start with your yellow, and then color the rest red. Okay, so write in your two parts. How many are yellow, and then how many are red. Good.
One yellow and four reds.
Perfect.
I did one yellow and four reds too.
Fantastic. Did you write it in?
I did
Good job, Ben. You got it. Okay, put your chair.
three
Put your chair. Good work, good work. Okay. Very good, guys. You guys are getting this. Awesome. Okay, now tell me your two parts of your pencil. How many yellow? What's your first part? Good. You'll write that in. Number? Write that number two. Good. And then how many are red? What's your second part? Great. And then color your flowers now to match your counters, okay? Color your flowers. All right, good job. Okay. Eyes back up here. Color your flowers to match. All right, it is almost. Okay, now on the bottom, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to decide. It says that you can draw a way to make the 5 flowers, but here's all I'm going to have you do. All you have to do is write in your draw your counters. But this time, pick a different way. If you did 1 and 4, you can't do 1 and 4 again. If you did 2 and 3, you can't do it again. So pick a different amount of yellow. So go ahead, just draw your counters in your 5 frame. Pick a different amount. So start with your yellow, and then finish with your red. Do a different way this time. And then write in your 2 parts with your pencil, and that's all you have to do. I'm not going to have you draw flowers. Just show me with your counters a different way to make 5. Okay? I know, just draw a circle. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. And then write it in for me. Careful, how many red are there? We'll count again. How many red? Okay? And then write in your 2 parts, okay?
This is mine, make this one
What do
work.
you have?
Okay, so you can't mix them up, make sure you have the yellows together.
Good.
Perfect. How many
Okay,
yellows?
and then write in your number. How many are yellow?
Okay. Just write your numbers.
Okay. Now, what color is this? Is this yellow?
Yellow?
Okay, you have to color your flowers to match.
Yeah. Or red.
That's fine. That's okay. Just write in your numbers. How many are yellow? How many are red?
That's fine.
Write it in. I can see that
The
yellow.
only thing I need the numbers done, so-
Okay, everyone understand?
Hold on.
Make sure that your counters,
Hold on.
make sure that your counters that you drew and however many yellow you did, that's your first part. And then however many red is your second part.